be like completely running away with the lane unless
Oh no.
junglers influence it somehow.
Oh, he's doing it
And
again.
Irenz is back on his bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. It's back to ranged top laners. But I'm not entirely sure that he's going to just walk away unpunished this time. Because Wukong can provide really good gank setup once he gets his level 6. And even before that, it's not like he doesn't have damage.
Yeah,
He has surprising early game damage. So Irenz will have to play this lane a little bit carefully.
also, I believe his passive gives him extra armor, right? I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it. CFFC going for the top lane into top Tribrush, but are they gonna be walking down into the banana brush? Is that the banana brush? No, it's not that one, is it?
No, they're going the other way, but they could still meet in that brush.
Oh,
Oh, Monkey Bat is actually retreating.
oh god. It's ships in the night. Arinz is gonna walk back
Um,
around. They're gonna be spotted on the
they would
ward.
have met. I think it's a good, like, conscious decision from. I mean, I don't know if they knew about this, but looking at those compositions, I would imagine that CFFC actually wins out on any, like, level 1 huge fight between both teams. So just play defensive, ward up, and keep it going into the laning phase. And we're probably going to be looking at, well, I want to see how MDIP does in this top lane matchup. It is a little bit tough versus the Quinn.
Yeah, PTA on the Quinn. He's not gonna really feel comfortable in that lane early on. Level 1, and he's just gonna have the range disadvantage. But yeah, you see Wibbly Deem, he's pathing downwards while Yuna looks to be pathing upwards. Neither on looking for an invade. As the early game, I think, is going to be dictated by how Arinz plays this top lane.
Yeah, and also, in order for him to play aggressive like this, he needs constant jungle attention, and he also has to be wary of the other jungler too. Luckily for him, Wibbly's actually pathing towards the other direction, so this ranged top laner is not going to get punished on the first jungle clear.
Now, is this something that you would do yourself as a jungle player, or when you play jungle? Is that if you see a ranged top laner, are you going to like try cheese gank him at level 2 or something? Or are you going to allow that to happen? As I think Yona's looking mid here, but he's going to be spotted on the wall. Judgy should just walk away.
Nope, he should be safe. Well, yeah, ranged top laners, I mean, it's on the melee top laner to try and minimize the losses, but it's also on the jungler of the melee top laner to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand. Nice trade there from Judgy Ross.
Yuna's going to hit the Q. I think they will look to dive here.
Uh-oh.
Rinz does have the ignite. Yuna's actually going to be backing away. MDIP respecting it. He's walking really far. As Frostmourne is taking a huge amount of damage. And in one lane, CFFC are down bad, but in the other two, they are running forward. They have stonks. I don't know what the opposite of down bad is. Is it up good?
I've never considered that, to be honest. Lorenz will take a tower shot. It is looking dicey in the top lane, but Volibear is just focusing on his clear for now.
I mean, as long as a Rinz doesn't kill him, it should be fine, right?
Yeah, actually I mean, I guess they didn't have information. Like, Yuna had the chance to commit to that dive when he was in position there. He had the Q basically primed and ready, but I guess they just expected Wibbly to show up, but yeah, he's not actually on that side of the map.
The jungler is not coming. He's not coming to save you. He's actually going to be visiting bot lane, it looks like, or is he just going up to the river again? Well, he's sneaking around into that river bush. Hikes and Karakun if they walk forward. Karakun, if you walk forward here, Karakun, he's stunned up. Will he have to flash? The heal's blown, the flash forward. Flash forward from Duke of Jamming. Locks up the root, gets the first blood. Wibbly Deem also has to blow his flash, and it's a good first blood for CFFC, throwing the first punch in this series.
Yeah, that's that's a bit of a classic mistake. You have your jungler on the other side. You're kind of you have a hunch, you know. The jungler might be there. Let me ward. Actually, he's already there, and you're absolutely punished as heavily as you can be for face checking. So, in that spot, if you know that the jungler could be in that position,
And
you
Jonas
don't
looking at
have
it
full
again.
information, you need to be careful.
M-Dib.
And now
Can he
M-Dib,
get... He's not going to get 6 off this wave, but can he outplay it? If he had... Oh, he's going to get 1. He's going to flash. Jonas going to have to flash. Jonas going to take a tower shot. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Not what you like to see.
M-Dib will lose some CS and experience for that, but the fact that he does get a kill means that this matchup is actually still in an okay position for him. And going later into the game, it could actually be quite problematic for the Quinn if Wukong itemizes aggressively, like Triforce, for example.
He's actually going to go for his Tavais first with a pickup and some cloth armor
Yeah,
at the same
that
time.
makes sense.
He's based. He's a based gamer. But yeah, I mean, he didn't have 6, so I think they felt pressure to probably take that dive quickly before he gets it. Because if he had 6 there, I think that's a 2-for-1. Maybe M-Dib just outplays it and goes 2-0. As the Rin's looking, maybe... Oh, I thought he was going to look to mid here. He's actually going to be looking at the Skull Crab. But I think could be an issue where the Quinn can start to roam now. As Wibbly's just going to walk in here. Is he going to smite this? He's going to smite it, but did he... He got it right.
Yeah, that is going to blue team, that scuttle.
As while Yuna is taking the first dragon of the game, which is an Infernal Drake.
Just taking a quick look at mid while all of this is happening. Judgy Rocks, it has to be said, it's really nice that he has this small CS lead versus the Ahri. He actually didn't get surprised by any kind of all-in once Ahri hit level 6. He has a small advantage in this matchup, and that goes really well for CFFC going later into the game.
Yeah, I mean, every time the camera panned over, he just seemed to be chilling and farming it out, and he was out trading the Ahri, and when Ahri looked, she was basically. Had no mana. Whereas Yuna, he's going to be looking bot here. I don't believe he's really in a good position. Duke of Jamming, he is walking forward quite aggressive. Yuna might look for this. Yuna's going to stay now. He does have his level 6. Can Yuna pull off a play? Duke of Jamming's going to be knocked up here. Yuna's going to come forward. They're going to exhaust, but Yuna's going to get rooted. Granny Spanner with the chompers. And Wibbly Team's here now, and the kick is just to kick him away. But now Frostmoth's going to show up. Wibbly or Frostmoth, it's going to be another root from Duke of Jamming. Good root from him. Wibbly's going to take some damage, but it's just going to be trading health bars, really. Nothing much coming of that. Who really comes out of that trade ahead?
It has to be CFFC, right? Because mid lane is losing waves while, you know, this whole skirmish, quasi-skirmish was going on, because no one really died in that situation. Wibbly Deem just doing what he is supposed to in this jungle matchup, showing up where Lee Sin is likely to show up just to counter gank and be a constant threat to any play that Monkey Madness tries to pull out here. And, you know, as long as CFFC keeps scaling like this without any interruptions, it is a very good position to be in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Yuna realized how quickly the chompers come out or get activated, or I don't think he realized the angle at which he could attack that, because he did get rooted straight while trying to ward hop. You can see the ward still sitting there. But good chompers from Granny Spanner dissuading that attack from Yuna. I think if he gets in there, it's probably definitely a kick flash or a kick back on someone, and CFFC lose a member. But again, Judgy chilling in this mid lane, getting further ahead now on the CS. And top lane, CS is even, as Bramwell has picked up for M-Dib. And also a long sword and a dagger. Oh, he's angry.
Oh,
Frostmoth?
Judgy's
Gonna sidestep it.
Judgy was quite confident there versus the Ahri that was ready to just all-in him on the spot, but now it's Frostmoth that has to be careful.
The entire team of
CFFC grouping around mid.
The entire team's here. Frostmoth, Juka jamming, they're looking for him. Oh, Juka jamming's actually going to hit the root. But Karakuni's here now. And another root's been hit. Joji Rock's going to just all in him. And Karakuni, you are dead. In about 2 seconds. Oh, Jonah almost got hit by a root from Joji as well.
Easy pick, and that's the power of the Lux.
Ooh,
One
Hikes taking quite a bit of damage there as well. Joke jamming, can't hit.
Yeah, 1Q, and you might just be in trouble. And it's not just the Lux Q, you know, the light binding that can hit you. It's also Dark Embrace from Ascena. So you have to be dodging those skill shots, or else you might just take a trip back to the fountain really quickly versus this team.
So also, which target do you select out of Lux and Jinx to attack? Because they both have cleanse as well. It's one of those. Is Whibley's gonna sneak in here looking for a lane gang? M2's gonna stay in the lane. Whibley's spotted out now. Good ability. Permanent vision. Juna is now looking for a play boss side as well. Granny Spanner and Juka jamming. They don't have ults. Granny Spanner, they're walking forward, but Juna's gonna find a kick flash. Granny Spanner's gonna have to flash out, but they're gonna be knocked up. Hake should be able to finish this. Granny Spanner's gonna fall. Duke of Jamming, will he survive? Hopefully he can for this Drake. And it's just a crap map play. Oh, Duke of Jamming ulted by Varus or Hikes. Oh, he's gonna flash the Q though. He's gonna survive for now. Whibley is now here. They're gonna drop the Herald. Can Whibley really defend this? Duty's on his way downriver.
No, Frostmoth is not following this play.
They also have the Jinx rocket. If Granny wants to fire across the map, as Arins is going to be found by Judgy Rock, but Judgy Rock is going to... Oh, Judgy flash it, Qs! And he cleansed something. I don't know what he cleansed. I think maybe the Ignite? As my brain was on some delay there, as Arins had to flash.
I guess the Ignite was cleansed, but... Like,
oh, Whibley's going to flash over here. He hates Karakuni today. But Karakuni just going to heal it all up. Granny Spanner's here. They're just firing over the wall now with Frostmoth. The Duke of Jamming. No, Granny Spanner, not that way. Frostmoth's right there, but he's going to cleanse the charm as they're all going to be knocked out by the dragon. And it's going to be the dragon versus Whibley Demon. He's not going to win that one. It's got a bit messy quickly right now.
That is just so random. And CFFC just continuously trying to provide fire support for the bear, but yeah, they couldn't really afford to flash in there with him because that would just end in their premature deaths in that spot. Monkey Madness gets second Drake. That is pretty big for his composition. Who, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they have the best like dragon contests as a team. It is a little bit tricky to set things up, especially with those two cleanses that you mentioned on the carries that can deny opportunities. But yeah, they managed to keep it going here in the early game, and it is overall a very even match between the two teams.
I mean, it still is a bit of a... It's 8 kills to 8 kills, but it still is a bit of a quiet game. There's not, like, an explosive team fight that's happened. It's really just been, like, good picks, good plays, but at the same time, just there, like, some weird decision-making that, like, I mean, you can see it working, but at the same time, you need to consider all the variables, and it's kind of like, what is happening? But, I mean, this is why these two teams got a good matchup against each other. As Frostmoth, again, looking bold, but Judgy Rocks is here. He's gonna... Is he playing out of vision? No, he's on a wall, so they do know he's there. Yuna's going to be the one to catch that mid-wave.
Yeah, Monkey Madness just continuously trying to attack bottom lane, and it only really worked out once for them. It did end up in Hikes securing those 2 kills, so it is looking... Well, that bot lane situation is under control for now. And it's... Huh, that's interesting. We're going to see a variation of AP Varus. I see Amplifying Tombs. That's something that we haven't seen before.
As the ult's going to hit onto Granny Spanner. No cleanse. He should just fall. The center ult was a bit late. I mean, Karakuni is kind of low, but he does have his ult to heal up. as Judgy and Wibbly were looking bot. And I mean, that's what you can do on Varus.
Yeah, it's really good that Monkey Madness just keep targeting this lane when the gank setup is so easy. You know, Varus, all he has to do is press R, and Jinx, Senna, there's not a lot of effective disengage between the two. So, at any point, if she doesn't have cleanse, this is something that you can do, and Monkey Madness are just playing to their win conditions here.
But I mean, at some point, Jinx will outscale this Varus, I believe. I'm not really sure how the scaling goes on AP Varus. It's been a long time since I've really saw it. I mean, it's probably a similar variation to Kai'Sa in a way, if I'm not mistaken. As Duke of Jam is going to find Yuna in that bush. He hit him with the Q, but I don't think he realized. As Duke of Jam is just going to fall, Judgy's going to ult into Narnia, and there's a good kick flash from Yuna. And Monkey Madness take a 2-0 advantage in this. But MDiv's going to be here. Judgy no ult. Are they looking to fight for this? Hikes is bot lane. They don't want to give this up for free.
Still bot lane, and taking that damage on the tower, he's going to bring it down. Now that plates are down, it should be an easy take. And Monkey Madness benefit on both sides of the map. Very nicely done. But it's also CFFC kind of being lackadaisical when it comes to like map movements and, you know, trying to check certain bushes when they have no business to versus this team. If you don't have effective vision control versus something like Ahri Lee Sin, then they can jump on you very quickly, and Monkey Madness is taking full advantage of their champions right now.
Well, I mean, also, I don't believe Duke of Jam realized that when he queued the ward, it went through and hit Junna. As Wibbly's going to find Karakuni, he's just going to run him down. That's an angry bear. He's going to have to blow the ult. Jinx Rocky goes wide. So does the... Everything's going wide except for the E. Oh, Karakuni's just going to die anyway. I don't think that ult was even on target, but somehow he dies. Yunna's going to ward hop sideways, but he's going to walk into everyone. MDiv's going to be here, and it's just going to be a cleanup for the side of CFFC. Duke of Jamming going to pick up. He doesn't miss his ults. As Jutti's going to walk in on Hikes, say hi, and walk away.
And we finally see what happens when CFFC groups up and fires off their abilities in quick succession. Monkey Madness do not have the tankiness to withstand such an assault, and moreover, Ahri was not even there in the fight, so it was good timing from CFFC. Even better timing because Dragon just came up. They will just take this one for free, and it is a very good turnaround for the team.
Frostbite, is he going to look to fight this? He's charming in. He's just kind of looking to pick. Meanwhile, MDiv is just taking the top lane. Top tower, I mean.
Oh, I don't think he can take it. Aren's
has
played of a Ruined King.
He has a level advantage, but Arin's does have Ignite as well. Oh, Chuchi.
Yes, just Luden's Echo. That is just obscene damage. And we're only getting started with this Lux. She's going to just absolutely murder people later on. All these squishy targets, the moment 1Q lands,
they're gone.
You can basically just kiss your ass goodbye. It's back to the fountain for you. Like, it's so dangerous to play versus this pick when you don't have like obvious means of engage.
Oh, MDiv. Oh no. Oh, Rinse is gonna ignite the clone. He ignite the clone. No. But I mean, he will secure the tower. Oh, he almost dies from a Jinx rock off the side. Oh, that was unfortunate. I think MDiv baited him, or MDiv accidentally baited him, because MDiv did stand still under the turret for like a second or two, and then cloned.
Monkey Madness still trying to push the pace of the game, but they're met with resistance. These past few minutes we've finally seen CFFC come alive a little bit and fight back.
I mean, their scaling is slowly coming online as well. I mean, Judgy, he's only on Ludens and you see he's one-shotting people. Jinx only one item. Judgy's going to be found here by a Rinse. He's probably have to flash this. He's going to flash over the wall, but they're going to keep going on him. He's going to ult instead. Oh, but he misses just by a fraction. As Frostmoss comes in, Wibbly's going to ult onto the backline, but he's alone. But Demdiv comes on the flank. Straight onto Yuna. He can cast it for a second time. Can he spin to win? They're just going to back it up here. It's just a handshake, but Granny Spanner's going in. The root was onto 4. But if Granny Spanner had his rocket, I think they would all die. It's coming off cooldown. It's off now. Wait, he's going to send it. Is he going to send it?
I don't think he even has mana to cast it.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He wants to. I could feel he really wants to.
It was such an unlucky fight for CFFC. It could have gone much better if that final spark from Lux is even, just slightly more to the right. They probably just wiped them off Summoner's Rift with that combo, but somehow Monkey Madness kept it going and only ended up in 1 casualty.
Was it
miraculously?
Was it the Janna ult that knocked him to the side slightly? Because if so, that was a really unfortunate but good play as well from Karakuni, I mean. But also, I mean, the Lux ult, we saw it in the first one where he just bopped Karakuni. It didn't feel like it was really on target. It was just kind of Karakuni was just a slightly next to it. So the hitbox on that is really weird. So in my eyes, that should have hit. But it was really unfortunate. As we see, it's kind of a handshake fight, even on both sides. But the shutdown from Judgy has fallen. He did have to blow a lot to get out of that. As he's going to be walking forward again, firing off his Q.
Now, CFFC, they want to be playing more around this Lux going, into the next few minutes. She's very powerful. She's going to hit that Horizon Focus next, once the next Dragon spawns, I think. So, yeah, just playing off of these picks. Essentially, the objectives are similar to Monkey Madness, but I feel like it's much easier for CFFC to actually follow up correctly on those plays.
There's one thing I love to see right there was Wibbly and Judgy holding hands into the jungle, not just going in one by one and dying in case someone was there. As Frostmob, he's going to walk into Wibbly. He's found an angry bear. He's just going to have to flash and he's going to have to ult. He was scared that Judgy and Duke of Jamming were right behind. As Rinse is actually going to be split pushing this boss side. They're pinging the Drake, but they're going to be a bit late and they haven't had the vision control for it.
Yeah. They committed multiple members to the top side less than a minute before Drake, and now they have to quickly regroup. Fortunately for them, MDib has his teleport. So if they have even a minion wave close to that objective, they can still try and force a fight. But it's up to Monkey Madness to try and interrupt them before they get in position.
So Rick's gonna hit her. Yuna's gonna find one man. He's gonna find Judgy by himself, and Judgy's not gonna cause anything. The ult's gone through onto Wibbly team here. Well, MDiv's gonna come forward. He's gonna TP in, and they're gonna start up the Drake. Will CFFC look to fight this? I feel like Wibbly wants to. He's not scared. He's gonna try coin flipping.
Probably just commit.
It's a bit late though. The rocket's gonna come through, and they're not gonna get it.
Okay, I guess they just wanted to see if it could be stolen with Super Mega Death Rocket. That Lux dying at the beginning of that fight really tipped the scales in Monkey Madness' favor. If you can't rely on light bindings for picks, for easy kills, then CFFC, they have to quickly switch their playstyle, and they just weren't able to in that short span of time. They were late to the objective.
Taking a lot of damage.
And now Monkey Madness, no, they won't take mid turret, but they did secure that Drake at least, which will force Cloud Soul on the next dragon potentially.
Yeah, but I think my question to you then would be that obviously in my opinion, Judgy is not at fault in that. He just got picked. But also the adequate, you need to prepare for a Drake. You can't just walk in and hope to take it. They went topside, they had no vision in their jungle, and Monkey Madness had the complete vision. Monkey Madness had the complete control. His Hike's gonna miss his all. But they're gonna actually CFC gonna get the mid turret, but MDib I think he's gonna die here. The Sentinel comes through, and Arenz is not gonna follow it.
Arin's had flash throughout all this. So I guess he just wasn't confident in the fact that he was, able to kill Wukong fast enough before CFFC showed up.
Final spark. I don't think he connected with anyone. Wibbly Team's gonna flash forward onto Karakuni. The Karakuni's gonna flash away, but there's a Rue onto the side. I think that's Yuna Debulla. Yuna Debulla's gonna flash forward and kick Duke of Jamming backwards. I don't think he wanted to do that either.
Well, Karakuni just using Monsoon on himself only, just to try and keep the push going, but I guess CFFC will be able to defend this one. And now it's Arin's back to the bot lane, potentially to split push.
I mean, there's going to be final spark up again, and it's up again. As Hyke's going to hit the ult to Judgy Rob, he's going to cleanse, and he's going to have to flash. Yuna's going to miss the Q. Oh, this fight is key. It's just going to keep going, isn't it? Yuna's going to hit another Q. Wibbly's just going to get poked out, and this poke from Hikes is disgusting.
Monkey Madness, they really are playing fast. They want to get those picks. And CFFC, yeah, they have, right now, they're just keeping 3 members mid. The side lanes are mostly unattended. Wukong tried to rotate mid, but then went back bottom. It feels like they're a little bit scattered to the wind here. They have to try and, try and regroup, try to actually figure out how they want to approach the next objective. Just go from there, because Monkey Madness, they're definitely... they're bringing the madness to the table.
He's just avoided the wave, because the cooldown on that ability is insane. It's almost halfway already. I think it's like, what, 30 seconds? 45?
Yeah. It gets as low as 30 seconds in the late game. I think rank 3 is 30 seconds, or even less if you have ability haste.
I mean, as someone that liked to play Lux mid here and there, or still likes to play Lux mid, going Ionian boots, and that all goes down to about 20 seconds, using it twice in a fight is so fun. Judgy's looking for a pick here. If they're not careful, Karakuni, you're gonna get picked. Oh, the Q goes wide.
Oh. Yeah, the thing is, Monkey Madness, if they're approaching the objective first and they have sufficient vision, it's looking nice. But if they don't, then all of a sudden it gets quite problematic, because who is going to face check these brushes?
But again, we got Soul Point spawning in 37 seconds, and we just need to look at this bot area of the map. No vision, really, for the side of CFFC. The adequate prep, and you see Judgy's going to be the one to first enter. They're going to look to mid-prep, as Hikes is going to miss the ult. He's going to miss his Q as well. So there's no ult, Varus ult for this fight. It is going to come off cooldown probably towards the end of it, if there is a fight to break out, or if they can stall. But MDib's on his way. Arin's is split pushing. I think Monkey Madness might want to give this, unless they can find a pick. Yona is on a flank. They don't know he's there.
CFFC finally walking as one into River, but what they need to focus on is just don't let Lux get picked off the way she got picked off last time.
They found Yuna on the side, and Duke of Jam is just going to zone him away, just all him through. Granny Spanner's going to walk all the way around, and they're taking the tower. Q lands, but nothing comes from it. But at the same time, Arin's takes the top tower. Monkey Madness playing a good macro game.
They committed greatly to taking this dragon, but it does mean that Monkey Madness, with that split pusher, are creating multiple pressure points on the map, and now it's CFFC who have to go back.
Oh, MDib's going to try turning this. Karakuni's really far forward. Monsoon comes down, but his ults come through. There's a double ult straight away. That's one. Granny Spanner gets the reset. Hikes, will he fall? He's going to just get it auto down now. Yuna's coming. Hikes. Oh, the Q's going to get flashed. He's going to flash onto MDib instead. But Hikes is going to fall. Now, Granny Spanner falls, and Yuna's going to have to try turning this. As final spark comes through, Yuna it's not going to get hit by it, but Rins. Oh, the Rue hits Ari instead. Duke of Jamming flashes forward, I think, to block the charm. As Frostbolt's going to go straight in onto MDib. MDib's still alive now. Huge gold drinker, and he's still alive. And it's just Frostmoth by himself that's The charm goes wide, but he hits the Q, and it's a complete wipe, or it's kind of ace for the side of CFFC.
It just chaos erupted, and like CFFC, it does feel like they just thrive in situations like these, and they also have the front line that is necessary to turn situations like this around. Wukong just bought so much time.
Wait, he doesn't
even have Gore
He doesn't have God. What healed him? Was it Senna?
Yes, just the Lux and the Senna providing that support from the backlines.
I guess I must have heard the Yunna's Gold Drinker sounds, saw the Stride Breaker go up and seen a heal onto the Wukong.
It may have been that Gore Drinker actually fired off at the same time. But as it turns out...
Oh, not again!
Yeah, this kind of stuff can happen very quickly. Versus this team composition, you cannot just clear waves mid unattended. When Quinn exists, when Ari exists, you can get picked off in seconds. And now CFFC, once again, will have to be careful when approaching these objectives. But I guess, yeah, they have enough champions grouped up to be able to clear vision on Baron. And now it's just going to be a bit of a stalemate before we wait for this Baron to be, I guess, started by one of the teams.
Let's take a moment and check CFFC side lanes. They've been pushed in. They're improving in the game. everything you've we're not criticizing them for, but everything we've pointed out, you've seen a little bit of a change. Like getting picked in the jungle, they're holding hands now. Vision control, they've got the vision control boss side, but I mean they need it for Baron instead. Pushing inside lanes, they've got them pushed in. They're growing, and this is scary.
Yeah, they have to keep this going. They have to be careful when it comes to those side lanes. Just try and maintain them, like maintain the pushes, because once the fights for neutral objectives start, then Rins will only be looking for those towers on the other side of the map, most likely.
105
Unless he
stacks.
can get a juicy flank, but oh no.
I'm just gonna try turning this. He's gonna ult. He's gonna ult again, and a Rins.
Oh.
Can a Rins cut it out? Sterix has been popped.
He does have the damage.
The near side. Oh! MD with the solo bolo!
He has enough armor, and he has Stride Breaker. That is actually enough damage to fight versus the Quinn, who doesn't have enough lifesteal, I suppose, to fight back in this 1v1.
Also, didn't use the Ignite.
I don't know if that would have killed him. But I guess, yeah, that is something that, you know, he potentially could have done.
As Monkey Matters said, screw... We don't like this, we're going for the Baron. Nope, we've ordered, we're walking away, they're coming for us. The Angry Bear's here. Wibbly he's charging forward, he's going to stand there. And they're going to have Prime in his mid lane for CFFC, they're going to go straight for this mid turret. Wibbly walking really far forward. He is not afraid at all. He's going to be rooted, he's not going to get charmed. And the final spot goes through, Karakuni flashes. 25 seconds on that Luxar.
That is an investment of both summoner spells as well. From
As Jonas going to be walking in, he's going to be face checking into the Angry Volley Bear. But he's going to get out just. But Arins is on the flank. And it's the sole point fight. Is this where it ends? For Monkey Man, I don't think they're going to get this Drake. It's the Rift Mark win condition on the side of CFFC. The 3 Cloud Drakes into 4. And Wibbly's going to flash forward. He's going to Son of Frostmouth. Be all over the top. He's going to hit onto 2, but it's not going to kill them. And I think it was just a bit wide. There's actually a double ult through. And I do believe Lee Sin kicked at the same time. It's going to go straight to Baron. CFFC looking to really push this advantage they've just gotten.
Frostmoth definitely counting his blessings on that one. He somehow stays alive. But it's CFFC now quickly towards that objective. And Quinn is not on the side lane.
The Varus all just gone wide. The Quinn is here. Yuna's here.
Today.
Every skill shot going wide. At Rins, he's just going to face check. Wibbly Team does not want to see this. He's just running at him. Rins is quite out. He's going to go back in, but Rins, you're just dead. I mean, he was kind of up his back against the wall. He had to do something. As
completely isolated, killed off, and Monkey Madness were not willing to support his brother on the other side. Because realistically, they couldn't. These are the faults of this team composition. You just, when you're spread this thin and you don't have the vital cooldowns, yeah, you're just not able to move around the fight fast enough. Varus is a little bit of a immobile champion who just wants to be stationary. When there's a split pusher on the other side and he needs support, then there's only really Ari, I suppose, who can provide it. And it's not always that easy, you know? It really just feels like Monkey Madness they can only really do one thing, and that's just pick people off before the fight truly begins. If it's on CFFC's terms, then it really does not go well for them.
I mean, this goal lead has been even for the majority of the game now as well. And we're back here again. Rins versus MDib. CFFC just clearing out vision slowly. They're playing the vision game nicely now. Looking for a bit of mid-prio. And looking for a few poke looks cues through. There's a Rins pushing in the bot lane. Wibbly Dean by himself. Jonah, he's going to be partner with his team. They're just waltzing back and forth. We're starting the Baron dance. Or the Baron waltz. The 1 hour waltz.
At some point, I do feel like CFFC will have to commit to the Baron attempt.
He's looking. But if Rins is going to just take half of his health with that trade. As Judgy's by himself here. But Duke of Jam is going to come on the flank and Karakudi's just going to fall with the final spark. Oh! 2 ults go wide. It didn't even need the ults. I mean, Judgy's fine using his ult, but I don't think Granny's going to want to use his rocket like that.
Janna should definitely not be the
Cyrus
first
Gage
person.
pop. A Rins, all through. Can a Rins? Oh, he's going to Gale Force it. He's going to turn that fight. And he's going to get the 1v1.
It's interesting.
Oh! Oh, I thought Duke of Jam just killed him.
Squint taking inhibitor turrets versus Monkey Madness. We're
Varus
trying to stop the Baron.
Varus all just knocks out Judgy Rocks. Oh. Can they do this? Frostbite is poking. He's gonna get the he's gonna get the trauma to Wibbly Deem. Jonas on the side. Hakes has to flash, and Jonas gonna try changing the Baron. No, he doesn't want to take it down. Is Rins trying to end the game? As Wibbly Deem's just gonna go back in. He's gonna get one, and he's gonna take his life's gonna fall for it. Granny Span is running back, and they've taken one Nexus Tower. Oh, and a Rins, I don't know if he can end this. Granny Spanner is coming back now.
We finally see a Varus R connect, and we see how much damage an AP Varus can do.
Oh, a Rins, I think he's dead here. Judgy rocks in. Oh, Granny Spanner gets in.
Staying alive, barely.
Just alive.
Yeah, CFFC have a Lux, but it turns out Monkey Madness have a Lux of their own.
There's a TP into the mid lane. MDib's gonna go for the flank here. He doesn't have his ult just yet. I think he's gonna have it now, and he's gonna get kicked wide by Junna. But that's gonna give them position for the Drake, maybe. Junna's gonna recall.
The recalls are a bit fragmented here for Monkey Madness, but Volibear is a little bit late to that Dragon Spawn potentially as well. I guess it's CFFC finally who will have the upper hand when it comes to this river positioning, and from that point onwards, maybe they can take Cloud Soul for themselves, but let's see what Monkey Madness can do about this.
They're just gonna take it. Duke of Jamming's not even here. I think what he's thinking is I can just ult all the way across the map. He's gonna hold the ball wave and I'm gonna take Cloud Soul. No contest from the side of Monkey Madness. And we're gonna revisit the Baron Waltz.
Yeah, I guess that TP from MDib actually made it possible for CFFC to take the Cloud Soul uncontested, even though it was a little bit,
just gonna start the Baron.
Messy there. But now, Monkey Madness, on the other hand,
Wibbly can see this. It's in full vision.
Wukong, no TP.
But there's 3 players boss side. Charmed, rooted, final spark through, one dead! Wibbly Deem's looking, but he's so low. Frost's gonna look, Wibbly's gonna all over him and stun. Redemption heals him up. But is it enough to take them off? It is! Monkey Madness are in full retreat. Wibbly Team's just running forward. He's gonna get killed. But his high's gonna fall. Yuna's gonna fall. And is that Baron now on for the side of CFFC? No, they're not gonna go for it. They're gonna run it down mid. And that final spark onto everyone.
Mid, but also they need someone to defend the base. Look at the minion wave.
MDib is there.
Okay. So they actually just commit to the inhibitor push. They don't take the Baron. They have a chance to, but instead they're just going to try and make this base easier to take down for themselves. CFFC, is this the turning point finally? Because Monkey Madness...
The gold's still even! The gold is even!
Monkey Madness just kept throwing, you know, obstacles at them constantly. It's either like an initial pick or it's Arin's just being a big nuisance in that side lane, almost taking down both Nexus towers. Now maybe it's CFFC finally stabilizing. But yeah, I guess Arin's is now just going to commit to the push on the other side. The Baron is still up. I guess Monkey Madness just want to group up and try to fight for this, but they have to be extremely careful.
They know Granny Spanner's on the bot lane. Him and MDib are there. There's no TP. But at the same time, this is fueling the Jinx with gold.
Monkey Madness taking their time a little bit. Janna does not want to be the one face checking first. We've seen what happens when she does that. She just gets killed.
As you see, the 5 members of Monkey Madness are here. It's going to be the 4 of CFFC. MDib just holding that side lane. He's just going to keep getting his gold. He's waiting for his TP. They keep pinging it. 36 seconds now. I think that's when CFFC will feel comfortable to fight. Meanwhile, Arin's pushing, keeping the other sideway pushed in.
The problem here is, I imagine, for Monkey Madness, they don't want to start this Baron. Because if they do, they are instantly under threat. Especially that Lux is proving to be a problem for them. They just kind of want to catch CFFC off guard, but right now, CFFC is not really giving them any opportunities. I guess now that Arin's is in the side lane, now they can do more.
Also, the bot inhib is respawning. Wibbly's on a big flank here. If CFFC decide to collapse onto Arin's here, I think they can catch him. They're looking to maybe collapse now. They're backing up Arin's. He's probably going to have to recall. MDib's going to try forcing it. But Judgy, are they going to meet in the bush? They're meeting the bush.
Arin's won't make it, I think.
Oh, the Q!
Wait, he barely does. He barely does.
And he gets the turret as well. I think they needed MDib to really force that a bit harder. As Judgy's finding himself alone here. Frostmoth, no, he's fine. Wibbly, again, on the flank. This dance has started again. Neither team wants to start.
Yeah, you could really feel that both teams are very scared about potentially starting the Baron.
But they've got
the
Elder soon.
Yeah, I guess it's just going to come down to Elder.
Wibbly's going to run forward. Rins is in the side lane. He can try to force the end here. If he gets spotted on this wave, can someone recall in time? He could take the inhib. He could force the end. They need someone to recall. It's going to be on MDib. He's going to recall. Rins takes the inhib, and he's going to try forcing the end. Oh, the rocket goes wide. MDib's recalled. They started the Baron. Rins, I think he wins this 1v1. He's going to hit the ignite. He's going to Gale Force. The Steric Spin popped the Rins. He's going to die. He's going to stay alive. Well, the Baron is going to be kept by Wibbly Deem.
But now we have to retreat very fast.
Wibbly's going to give his life for this.
Oh no, he won't sacrifice himself. He wants to get away as well.
He's just stalling. CFFC
Raids! Actually, they managed to get away with that Baron. That was huge. Monkey Madness could not get those picks.
But Elder is spawning. 47 seconds. Rins is going to be dead for this. And MDib is going to have TP. Is this the game-deciding fight?
It very well could be. And CFFC are once again in a good position to take it.
He's been found by Wibbly. Yuna is going to be taken down. Does he have anything to hop to? The Sentinel comes through. The Jinx Rocket comes through, but Hikes gets the all to Wibbly. Wibbly's now half health. And Yuna's trying to lifesteal.
Oh, that Varus percent HP damage
Oh my jeez.
is very scary. Even the Volibear is not immune to it. But
MDiv
now
is up.
it's CFFC
And
potentially under siege.
can they steal this? MDiv's gonna TP in. Final spark through. Yuna's been rooted. Yuna is just not finding a way in. Frostmoth on the side. Can they find anything? No, they can't. Now they have to run away. Granite Spanner's running forward. Rins is here. I don't think he wants to fight. Frostmoth's trying to get out. He's looking all the way. Rins is gonna run straight into everyone.
Rins?
What are you doing? He's gonna get his. He's gonna pop his Gale Force.
No, Monkey Madness have to leave him, but it does create a massive problem in their base.
I think
I
he
don't
was.
think Monkey Madness can defend 4v5 versus an Elder Dragon CFFC.
Well, I think he was looking to go bot lane because that bot wave is huge. Final Spark used to clear the wave. This is your final stand for game 1 of this series. This is game 1.
Yeah, it feels like a game 3, but it isn't. CFFC, can't they do it on this push?
Taurus
Elder
at the
plus
stable.
Baron.
They should just be able to close this one out. CFFC. The fight is big. The air also coming through. But the first game of the series taken by CFFC. Oh my god. Wukong locked in. Is it Wukong Center or Shen Center? It has to be Shen Center. There's no way Rins plays Shen. It's MDiv's signature pick. The Garen locked in for the top lane. How'd you like these comps, Davis?
We're just going to see a ton of fighting here. But with these comps, it really is just going to come down to whoever gets the jump first. It really feels like it. But at the same time, I feel like, all that said, Monkey Madness, in terms of the ability to just dive with reckless abandon, I feel like they have the better tools to do so. Like, if I were to bet on one team, I feel like Monkey Madness, with this comp that they have, either the Wukong or the Diana that can just come in first, they have very good support from that bot lane, and then the follow-up afterwards is instant, and they are able to force fights on their terms quite easily. So, it's up to Malzahar to try and disrupt that somehow. Obviously, if you just, never grasp a Diana before she even ulties your entire team, then all of a sudden you're looking at a fight that could be won. But yeah, all things considered, Monkey Madness team composition is frankly quite terrifying.
I mean, one famous apostle once said, let Malzahar get level 6, you win the game. And then he was fired from Cloud9. So, believe his words, don't believe his words, but I mean, he said it. So, if Malzahar gets level 6, we'll see if they win the game. But yeah, the side of Monkey Madness is it's a harder going side. They've got the front line this time, a better front line. They also have the damage and a bit of a range advantage with the center. But also the pick potential, the instant burst. If you nuke Malzahar or Lucian straight away, does the side of CFFC have the damage to really equal out? Garen, we do know his ult is an execute. It will just nuke you from about half your health bar if you're not careful. But I mean, I think it's possible for Monkey Madness to really send this to game 3. And I believe it would be our second game 3 of playoffs. The first being Dundee versus Rip Squad.
Yeah, Monkey Madness are well equipped. But on the other side, CFFC, they still have the initiation, they still have the tools to start fights, but in their case, they need to really turn the heat up in the first 15 minutes and then just keep it going. We're not turning the oven off. The electric oven is, you're gonna keep it going for the entire game. The moment you let go, you're probably getting outscaled. Even though Malzahar can scale very well, but the team around him will not. So, later on, you're just going to rely on the Malzahar for your damage for the most part. I don't think that's really feasible.
So, like you said, one team has to keep the heat on. They have to go hyper aggro, and they have to keep fighting until the bitter end. They have to win within a certain time period. Kind of like how Monkey Madness did have to do last game. And if it went like last game, we're in for another banger. We're in for a treat. Game 2 is just about to start as the client is now loading. Our 3-minute time delay is over. No cheaters. And Judgy, if you are listening, you're still an assassin player in my heart, even though your bans are Viger and Lux. The new Tibetan monk of UNL, Judgy rocks.
And sometimes you have to play the cards that you're given. Right now, Katarina is not exactly the hottest champion. Yeah, you have to adjust a little bit. And I guess this was Judgy's idea of rebranding himself as a player.
I mean, the marketability is there, right? From toxic assassin player mid to reformed deity of the mid lane. This guy meditates before games now. When he gets solo killed, he TYs in chat for giving him new inspiration on his next meditation. I'm seeing Lethal Temple on the Wukong, Dabis. How does that work? So, I mean, MDib went for the Conqueror last game.
Yeah. It is a change of style, maybe? I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the maps work for Wukong. Lethal Temple versus Conqueror. I would imagine Conqueror just beats it out the longer the game goes. I feel like Lethal Tempo is usually like super early oriented, where you really get as much attack speed as possible, as much power. It's a similar deal to, Tempo versus Conqueror on a champion like Set, where you can just cheese out certain matchups level 1 with Lethal Tempo, but it doesn't grant you as much power later into the game.
So we saw a level 1 5-man stack from the side of Monkey Madness, and they're going to be doing it's almost exactly what they did last game, just mirrored, except for they went to a different brush last game. As a 5-man spread from CFFC. No early blows, no early wards. You're not going to be starting bot side. We're going to be starting. You're not going to start top side. We're going to be starting bot side. Apologies, I got tongue tied.
Wibbly starting bot instead of top is not something I expected with this kind of matchup that can really be turned around on its head very quickly. You have the Nautilus, the gank setup is there, but I guess they just, Wibbly just wants to influence top more.
I think maybe his goal is to get this Wukong behind early. As you see, the Lethal Tempo coming in. He said the cheese early on. That's probably why Wibbly is pathing straight up there.
Nimbus strike into just auto attack after auto attack. That early game power is quite scary.
Hook hits from Duke of Jamming. Hikes has to blow his flash early.
Yep.
And here comes the gank that we spoke about. Rins. Wibbly buff gets the flash. Buff gank.
Yep, alleviates pressure from the top laner. And I guess they're really concerned about Rins potentially being a factor inside of this game.
Oh, Duke Jamming hits the minion instead. Anytime this guy throws a hook on Nautilus, I think it's just going to hit someone. He doesn't miss. I had the unpleasant experience of playing against it in UNLQ, and it was not the most fun, honestly.
Yeah, he's put in the hours on the Nautilus. That's for sure.
Wibbly looks to be
Yeah.
revisiting top lane. Rins doesn't have flash, but he's gonna have it warded, and Wibbly's gonna walk it out.
Yeah, that first clear, Jarvan versus Diana, it really, the matchup measures itself in how much Jarvan can get done before Diana really comes online with her items.
Wibbly,
And,
he's gonna take the skull crab, walk from mid. You're just gonna walk down, and Yuna has to give this up.
Yep, bot lane rotates in time, and it's just going to be double scuttle for CFFC.
Good map movements on the side of CFFC. As we're currently watching this fight, oh, there was a flash, Diana flash blowing, but the camera didn't want us to see it. I assume Nautilus flashed it as well, because these guys hex flash up.
Endib should be somewhat fine now that he has Dorn's shield regen. Oh, but he's going to face check the brush.
He's gonna walk in. He's gonna hit his spin to
He
win.
didn't keep the right target.
Oh. And like a Rins ignited the wrong target last game, MDib hits the Q on the wrong target. But he should be able to just regen here. Garen has some really strong regen built into his kit. As you can see, it is just going right up.
Yeah, Rins cannot really keep this going. Well,
He's gonna
guess he
try.
will
He's
for
gonna
now.
he's gonna try.
he really wants to just push this in. But Yuna could be in a spot where he can just try and zone Endib out of... Okay, he won't be able to, because he's not... He doesn't get there fast enough, but... Let's see what Monkey Madness wants to do. Can they just dive? I don't think they can.
Yuna not 6. Arin's not 6 just yet. Arin's really low on health.
Oh, no.
MDib creeping forward, but they're gonna go in. Yuna's gonna go forward. They're gonna find the first blood, and Wibbly Team's gonna walk it out. First blood over to Monkey Madness. First strike.
Yeah, Wibbly, frequent visits to the top lane, but Yuna only needed for it to happen one time in order to reap the benefits. Great timing, and MDib, I guess, wasn't expecting the jungler to come topside for once. And Diana getting that kill is obviously...
Wibbly's going really far in here. He's got Juka Jamming helping him out behind. Yuna's gonna have to fight. Conqueror popped. Yuna's gonna go in, and Juka Jamming's gonna miss the hook. But Frostmoth on the side, gonna ult in, gonna hit the charm. He's gonna dash to the dash through. Rins is here now. Wibbly's gonna go through on everyone. There's gonna be one down. The ult down from Malzahar straight onto the Wukong. And it's gonna be a 1-for-0 trade so far. Wibbly
I can't
got
believe
out.
CFFC managed to get out of there with 0 casualties. Wibbly D really committing extremely hard to that play. Really trying to punish Diana, and they actually make it work. Duke of Jamming, once again, on roaming duty on that Nautilus, doing what the champion is designed to do. Early game powerhouse, and CFFC take advantage of their tools very nicely. We'll see if this translates to a dragon take.
And it was unfortunate for Duke Jamming. He did miss the hook, and honestly, Nautilus hook is one of those where that you'd think that one would hit, but again, it's the end of the casting range that is when it splays out. It does like the... I can't remember what it's called, but like it's shorter and it's a bit longer, like a bit wider at the end because he's throwing out an anchor. But yeah, I mean, they finally killed somehow. Wibbly gets out. I don't know how. But I mean, Arin's almost fell as well. But if Arin's had 6 there, I think they do turn that. And he was unfortunate. He was only level 5. You see, he's got his level 6 now, but MDib also has level 6. So Arin's has to be careful because about, let's say, a quarter of that health bar is not yours. Garen can just ult it away.
Yeah, Ren's job, it is quite tough. Once again, it's going to be difficult to even push this Garen out of lane. Garen is just a champion that...
Oh.
Yeah, you just can't really shove him out of lane unless you manage to all-in him or force him really low to the point of where he has to retreat immediately.
And he's holding this
in a situation
wave.
like this.
He's holding a Rin's the wave right in front of his tower. Meanwhile, Yuna is taking the Herald. And CLC going to use his Prio to go for the Drake.
Yeah, this matchup not as tough for MDip. If he can break even versus the Wukong, he'll be quite happy about that one.
I mean,
CFFC not starting the Dragon just yet. They're trying
oh,
to
flash! Oh,
first.
forward from Judgy Rocks. Duke Jam with the hook. Airborne. Goodbye, Frostmoth. And Duke of Jam, going to steal the kill. Scumbag support. He now has both of the kills from CFFC.
Oh.
They're going to look again.
Yuna has to know that.
But I mean,
CFFC
Rins is going to be here.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't just go to the Dragon immediately, but I guess they have enough time to get it anyway.
They also don't have Smite. That's where they did just ping it.
But it won't matter in the end, because Monkey Madness don't have the numbers to contest. Yeah, it's up to CFFC to keep this going. This is a decent start to the game, but they're going to need more than this.
Yeah.
If they can get Malzahar accelerated, that would be potentially the biggest upside for them.
Like you said, obviously they have to turn up the heat and keep it going. But you can still feel the tension from the last game. Neither team really wants to throw that first huge punch just yet. We've had like a little bit of one in the top jungle. But I mean, they're setting up here Monkey Madness, Yuna and Frostmoth. A two-pronged assault. Yuna really waiting. But they have to know. Yeah, Yuna has to recall now. He's still waiting. He's still refusing to believe that they know he's there. Or they think he's there. But again, that's a wave lost mid lane. Duke jamming and Whibley team. Now we swapped places.
Oh.
What is happening?
It's all about that patience. You know, especially for mid lane, the more Frostmoth, you know, the more he decides to go for these kinds of plays and it doesn't work out.
Oh, Roof forward. But Whibley's here. Hook for. They're going to go all straight into the hikes. But Karakuni's going to go backwards. He's going to die. Gani Spanner going to flash.
Nice flash.
Oh, and he's just going to heal it up.
Yep. Very well played mechanically from CFFC. Another kill. This time goes to the Jarvan.
Oh, Yuna's going to look mid here. Judgy Rocks, he's too far away. Too far down the lane. Just going to end up with the Raptors as a freebie instead. I think Judgy has to know he's AA at least. He's question mark pinging it.
Yeah, for CFFC, it's all about playing this early game out fast and also making sure they don't get caught out while making one of these plays because, as we mentioned, Monkey Madness, at the end of the day, I feel like their scaling surpasses what CFFC have to offer. So they can't really
all
afford...
in from Arins here, all in from Yuna. Flash by MDib, but MDib is just going to fall. He's going to ult Arins, but he's not going to take him down.
Here comes CFFC.
CFFC, yes, they're coming on the reply. It's only Whibley and Norless, not Duke of Jamming for now. They're going to go straight for Arins, I think. Whibley is rooted up. Arins rooted. He's going to be ignited. Oh, Whibley's going to miss the Q, but they should just get him. And Judgy's just going to miss Yuna. Granny Spanner's going to get Karakuni quite low. The weak side king playing Lucian on the tower. I think they're going to look to dive him here.
Oh, no.
Karakuni, Hikes, what are you doing? Hikes, no! But Karakuni, can he turn it? Granny Spanner doesn't have flash. He can't get out of this range. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade on the side, from the side of both. No, Karakuni!
That was almost... No, please take... Oh, that was almost disastrous. Shen almost falling to the minions at the end of that play. Monkey Madness trying to punish in a 2v1 situation, and it doesn't go well for them. Lucian finally gets a kill of his own.
Does Duke of Jamming know Yuna? No, he doesn't know Yuna's there, but Yuna knows where Duke of Jamming is. Dude, no, they're gonna meet again in the river. They're not gonna meet. They're just gonna miss again. And this is big. They're all collapsing on Judgy mid. He does have flash though, and he has a spell shield. He's just gonna flash. And it's gonna be a TP from the Wukong. Judgy, I think you might want to stop that. He's not.
I mean, silence can stop that, but I don't know if it was.
Yeah, I think he's a bit worried. He knows Yuna has flash. Frostmoth also has this ult. They could turn it. But he is quietly taking this turret. Getting himself ahead. Getting himself a lead.
Already has Leandri's Anguish. Not sure what the second item will be. Zhonya's is not really an item that I would recommend a lot of the time for mages because it can really stifle your build. But in a spot like this, perhaps it would actually do him some good to build Zhonya's second versus this team. Just to deny the ability of Monkey Madness to jump on him the moment they see him.
So we see everyone's moving up. They're pinging the Herald. Yuna wants this, but CFFC are here. Wibbly's gonna just ult Yuna. Yuna's gonna go to MDib right through his E. He's gonna ult 2, but the Sentinels come through and Yuna is just dead. And now it's a I think it was a 3v4 or 3v1. I mean, I'm sorry. And the Rins falls, and Granny's trying to 1v1ing Frostmoth, gets the better of that one. Frostmoth has to back up, it's a free Herald. But I think Monkey Madness take this turret first. There's a flash in mid lane. Ahri has to blow her flash.
The FFC playing with that numbers advantage, and the Shen ult was used, Stand United was used, but it didn't go off. So, Monkey Madness were not able to turn around that fight, and CFFC take the skirmish and towers as well.
2 towers
that
to
is
one.
A big swing.
2 towers to 1 with a Herald taken. Drake is now spawning, but they have mid prio, they have top prio. They also have their 2 TPs up. CFFC look like in prime position to fight this. They don't have the super. It's a pretty okay vision control as well. They just don't have all of their ults. But neither do Monkey Madness. Monkey Madness start the Drake up. They're just going to take it. They're going to walk.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Jukajam walking to a chug. He's going to be torn up by Karakuni. He's going to be charmed. Jukajam is going to fall. They're all just going to fly forward. MDib, he's going to spin to win out. And it's just Jukajamming the falls. Just overstepping a little.
I think CFFC were well aware what would happen if they committed to that fight. In that kind of choke, with all these ultimate abilities, Monkey Madness would definitely benefit from that kind of terrain. And CFFC just decided, you know what, this is not worth the risk. And I think they made the right decision.
But I mean, they do have a 2k gold lead. The Drakes are even now. We're going to have an Ocean Soul. As a Rinse, I think he might have been caught here. Wibbly's just looking constantly in this jungle. He's going to auto Rinse. A Rinse is going to W, but it's going to be straight into the wall. Malzahar's here. Judgy Rocks is here. They're going to try saving the ult. Oh, is he going to get out? The Leandri's Wibbly's going to... Oh, he's going to get knocked up by the edge of the ult.
Renz gets away with his life.
But CFFC are moving around this map so well.
Yeah. Playing as a unit, which is very important when you're running a composition like this. You have to capitalize on those opportunities and do it fast. Because the ability of Monkey Madness to counter-engage is definitely there. They have to be quick on the trigger.
I mean, if you can blow the Wukong ult as he's retreating, without blowing any ults, like one Jarvan ult, I think you're fine with that trade, correct?
Yeah. Unfortunately for CFFC, it's not really... no neutral objectives that they can take at this point in time, but I think they will be happy with just getting some vision and just taking the backs. Quietly getting stronger. And those next fights could very well decide the game if CFFC can win out on those.
But have CFFC done enough for you to really look like they're gonna win? As Judgy Rocks, he's gonna be chased down by a Rinse. He's just gonna ult him, but Yona's gonna be here. You're standing still, but the ult's gonna come through. Judgy, the Shen ult's gonna come on top. Wibbly's gonna be here. MDib's gonna be here as well. Wibbly's gonna try saving his ult. He is up. Oh, it's one down. MDib, he's turning the fight. Rinse is dead. Yona's gonna fall as well. Karakuni and Frostmother here. Charmed up the Garen. Taunted the Jarvan. Wibbly's gonna come out. Duke of Jammings. Oh, the ult's just gonna.
Rocket saves him.
The Q just goes wide. Wibbly's literally on like 2 health. And they're gonna drop the Herald. Granny Spanner just pushing in mid lane. And again, it's the map movement of CFFC is just bailing out or like changing these fights. As Hex is gonna find the route onto Granny Spanner. The exhaust comes down. Granny Spanner, can he kill? Oh, he cannot. The turret kills him.
Yeah, a bit of a slip up there mechanically, but what's important for CFFC is that they managed to turn around a fight that Monkey Madness started.
Oh, Duke of Jamming and MDib, they're gonna have to fight their way out of this. MDib has his flash, he's gonna flash. Rinse is gonna flash, but Duke of Jamming's right there. They're gonna get a second cast of the ult, but Wibbly's gonna come in. Judgy Rocks is here as well. MDib's gonna root all 3. Yona's gonna find 1. He doesn't have his ult, that would have been huge. Now can Wibbly find his way out here? Yona's gonna follow him, but there's gonna be a double silence. Judgy is looking. And they're overstaying just a bit from CFFC.
Yeah, they did not have their ultimates for this one. They tried to take some more monsters in the jungle, trying to maintain that vision, but this time they just weren't ready for what could happen if they actually get caught out. What's important for them now is they try and set up for this next objective that's coming up. The Ocean Drake. They should have their ultimates up. CFFC are now ready for the next fight that should occur.
They're not
And
gonna
it's up to Monkey Madness to try and stop that somehow.
They're not gonna have all their summoners, but neither are Monkey Madness. Monkey Madness, Frostmoth, he's gonna have his flash and his ignite. He's gonna have his ult. He could be the big player in this game. It could be on Yona and a Rinse finding the angle, but Rin's not gonna have TP, so he has to walk. He's gonna be a little bit late to this fight. 8 seconds till the dragon spawns. He's actually gonna look to mid. Wibbly's gonna go in, but Wibbly's gonna miss. But it's gonna be a silence that bails him out. A double root. Wibbly's by himself in a way, but he's gonna go for 1. Karakuni's by himself. Karakuni just falls. And that's pick number 1. And that should just be the Drake. Unless Yona wants to try it. They're gonna pull it out.
They win the fight for Vision, and not having that stand united for this fight is going to be massive. I don't think Monkey Madness can
the Drake's
look for
resetting.
anything here.
Oh, bit close. 500 health. But Wibbly going in deep looked a bit scary, but he got himself out, and they found the pick in return.
Yeah, it really shows, like, this just jungle support combo from CFFC is really what enables all of this. The way they work together is just really something to behold. I feel like this jungle support combo is by far the best in the league. And
oh, Jonah's gonna find Judgy, but Duke Jam is gonna root him up. Judgy is just dead. Wibbly's gonna go in as well, and the Rinse is here as well. But they're all coming through. That's 1. That's 2. Duke Jamming. Oh, Karakuni's in really deep there. He's Stand Unite came through. Granny Spanner's gonna try running him down, but I mean, you don't be face checking Shen. He's gonna have to flash backwards. Didn't flash far enough. And as you praise them, they fall.
yeah, they got caught by surprise this time around, and Monkey Madness were waiting just for that to happen. Finally, their team comp, their objectives coming to fruition when they can dive like this in full force.
But I will say,
there's not really a lot that CFFC can do to stop them.
MDib got that tower bot lane. He pushed the wave right in as well, so it's going to be coming back to him. And also top wave was really pushing, so not a lot that Monkey Banners can get from that play. They do get that tier 1 mid, but at some point the tier 1 mid should fall. In a game like this, because it was pretty close. It's only a 1k goal lead. I believe, are they just going to start the Baron here? They are. They're going to take it quickly as well. They have the Leantries. And Monkey Madness have no idea. They're caught sleeping at the wheel.
Wow.
Granny Spanner just firing his ult. He's scared. Jonah's gonna walk in and face check this, but he's gonna see it's 3k. He's gonna now
Way too
spam ping
late.
it. He might just go in though. He has his ult. Oh, they're not gonna go for it. Are they gonna pick some stragglers off? Granny's banner, he's gonna get out. I think Duke of Jamming just flashed the wall.
CFFC kind of slick with it. They just take Baron, and Monkey Madness did not see it coming at all. And yeah, this really changes things.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the story of the game for CFFC. They seem very decisive in every call they make. They know their game plan, they know what to do, and when they make a call, they're all going to. They're working together as a team really well. Last game, again, they were looking like that, but again, it was a bit shaky. Some objective things were being skipped. This time, they're crossing their T's and the dot in their I's, and they're looking to end this series in 2 games. As Wibbly's going to go forward, Duke Jammy, he's going to orb Junna, but they're not going to use it to engage. They're just going to use it to space him out. They see a Rins on the top side. He has TP as well. He could look for a flank. There is a few walls that he could TP to. Oh, they're not gonna dive Karakuni. Karakuni, he's gonna try turning away. Granny's fan has jumped out the way, but Wibbly's here. Karakuni's gonna keep going. Are they gonna chase him? Try chasing him here. Karakuni,
They will just kill him.
He's gonna taunt out. Wibbly's not gonna let him get too far. He's just gonna use his time to stall. He is beating the Jarvan in the 1v1. He did ignite him. He's gonna fall now.
I mean, what this does for Monkey Madness is this buys time for Rins, and it also stops the push, so it's not all bad. I guess CFFC, they should have just tried to commit to the bot lane tower push instead. But yeah, I guess it's fine in the end. But for their sake, I hope they don't sit around too much, chasing for kills that they can't really get, because they still have to worry about the scaling on the other side.
As we're seeing, the Drake is spawning in 48. Duke of Jamming has been pinging this off cooldown. We know, Ben. It's spawning. It's gonna be. It's not Soul, but it can put CFFC on Soul point. And as their Baron power play, not too strong. Pushed them up to about a 3.5k gold lead. And they did have a 1k gold before they took it. 2k for the Baron. They've only really got an extra 500 gold from that play, but they have taken towers. MDiv split pushing in the top side. He has his TP. The whole of Monkey Madness are here. Arin's going to recall. He's probably going to try matching MDiv. Drake spawning in 9 seconds. MDiv now exiting vision.
Yep. Side lanes pushed, mid lane pushed. CFFC taking all the boxes right now, and Monkey Madness
I'm just going to find the
are
flank.
not
Wibbly, they're
in
just going to
position
walk in. They're
respond.
going to go for a flank here. Charm all out from Frostmoth, and that should just be the Drake. The Ari ult should just expire. They're going to take it quick. They already had Judgy Rocks on it. MDiv's going to try stalling. He's going to go onto Junna. He's going to spin to win. He's going to flash through the wall, and he's not even going to die. Rins have to TP in as well, and they're going to have to try forcing this from Monkey Madness, but the wave is crashing bot lane. CFFC are just walking out, and they're playing smoke and mirrors right now. What is this?
Yeah, maybe a little bit unnecessary for MDiv to do all that, but I guess it made Monkey Madness believe there was a chance to force a fight in that spot, but there wasn't. The Dragon Take is so fast with Malzahar, and CFFC just dipped before Monkey Madness.
Wibbly's gonna find Junna. Duke of Jammy's gonna flash forward. He's gonna ult him up, but Junna's gonna find an ult on the 3, but he's not gonna find any kills just yet. Granny Span on the back line. Judgy Rock is gonna ult forward, and MDiv's gonna be here in the choke point. Karakuni's keeping them occupied. They're gonna find 2 kills. They're gonna find a 1 for 2 now. Or is it your double kill for Ari? Rins is really low. Rins is gonna fall to the lanterns, I believe, of Judgy Rocks, and it's a 3 for 2 overall. A giant fight in the choke point, and it looked it was closer than it looked.
Yeah, it was close because of that terrain, that choke point, as you mentioned, but the engage, I guess the quality of the engage just wasn't good enough. And then, in the initial stage of the fight, didn't quite work out for Monkey Madness, which meant that Malzahar can just play front to back exactly the way he wants to. And the damage is mounting from that Leandri's anguish. The damage over time is really turning the tides in these fights.
As we're heading into a pause right now, as the support of CFFC needs to reset his internet. They did just communicate in all chat, so we'll be back in a few seconds with the game. But yeah, I mean, 28 minutes in, CFFC knocking on the door of the winners' finals next week against Sai. How do they finish this one off, Dabis?
A summoner has reconnected.
I mean, the way they're playing out fights is honestly quite fine, as long as the backline stays unthreatened by the Wukong and the Diana dive squad. They probably just win. As long as the attention is on the front line, then the Malzahar and Volution can just do their own thing and just out DPS the other side. Senna's not really, doing all that much damage at this point in time, at least. Ari's, past 2 items, not as effective. So it's really all about that insane multi-man ultimate for Monkey Madness. The Diana Moonfall has to come at the right time, and then they can really get the party started. But so far, they haven't been able to find the right spot to just wipe CFFC off the map.
So we're going to be getting back into game now. Yeah, I mean, Monkey Madness are trying to stay in this game, or they are staying in. The goal lead, I think it's the largest lead we've seen all series. As will it be resumed? Resume in 0, anyone? Any in 0 resumers? Oh, we're in some grayscale. What's happening here then? Oh, we're alive. Scared it was going to break.
Yeah, you never know. With League of Legends, somehow the game just stops working for an unknown reason.
Baron spawning in 52 seconds. This could be a game-winning fight as such as... Oh, no. Oh, wait. I believe we just have to let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, we're catching up with the game. Yeah, CFFC, they just have to... They have to tick the boxes again, and once they do that, it should be a victory for them with this gold lead. It's all about the vision they can set up right now. And if they can get the engage first, it's usually should be a win for them. If they can get the initial pick. But they also have to be careful not to commit too hard into the fight. Because the harder they commit, the bigger the window for Diana to try and...
Are they going for Judgy here? They've seen Wibbly on the mid wave. They've seen him dip on the bot wave. Judgy is being chased down by everyone. Diana all through. Judgy's going to flash out. He's going to Zhonya's. He's just going to try stalling, I believe. That is his game plan. There's 3 people mid. Are they going to give mid in here for a pick topside?
Yeah, he buys an extra few seconds, and while all that is happening, CFFC are just taking a mid inhib for one dead champion on their side because Monkey Madness did not have the wave to push the top lane turret. So all you really got was a kill on Malzahar, and that's it.
And you gave up all that prio that you just gave yourself for the Baron. Obviously, now they're going to play 5v4. Judgy up in 14. We know CFFC, they know how to stall this out. They can just dance around this. They don't feel pressure to engage onto the Baron. They have super minions in mid. They also have the Ocean Soul in a minute 20.
Yeah, now we're in a much better position. Having that mid lane pushed in constantly just on its own creates so many more opportunities for the team to fight for objectives and try to out macro.
Shen is trying to ult out here.
Yeah, just stand United's out of there.
Judgy's going to be fine again, but he's going to ult onto the Diana here, but Frostmoth's going to be here, and Judgy's dead again. They are picking and choosing who they want to kill. But the team of CFFC are here. They've got the hook's going to hit onto Frostmoth. What a hook! And now Junna and Hikes. There's no stand united, and they're gonna force out the TP from Marines. MDib just gonna push it in the bot wave. He does not care.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine for CFFC. Now Monkey Madness, again, have to regroup. Have to answer Vigaren. And it's just back to square one. I mean, Monkey Madness did not really use their ultimates, but CFFC just don't really give them a good chance to make the dive happen. These are singular picks that don't really affect the state of the game.
And the vision control around this soul point is immaculate. You're walking into darkness. The TP's in. They've got the soul, and they're going to force the fight. Wibbly's going to go over. Jukajami's going to follow him. MDib's going to flash over the wall, but Granny Spanner's going to be found on the backline, but he's going to kill Junna. Arins is going to go onto Granny Spanner now, and he's going to fall. This should just be the game. Hikes, he's going to fall, and his Monkey Madness' days are over. CFFC have found the fight. Unless something crazy happens. I don't think I'm...
Garen damage. Didn't have the ultimate there, but it doesn't change anything. CFFC just so meticulous in their approach. Just very patient. Always choosing the right fights, it seems. And that's how they secure the series. I'm really impressed with what I've seen from Ceiling Fan Club. Monkey Madness, it was a good shot. You know, they tried hard for the win, but against this CFFC in this kind of form, yeah, it's going to take more than this.